My name's Ken Cromar. I'm from Cedar Hills, Utah. I'm here at this National Press Club event to publicize the blatant income tax fraud that's being committed by the IRS and the federal judges and the federal courts against me and my family. It's not an easy thing to be here telling our story when you've got US v. Cromar or whatever. It's a scary place, I gotta tell you. And I'm also here to offer a $12 million reward to the person or persons whose whistleblower information leads to the conviction of government officials in a $120 million civil case for misconduct, fraud, forgery, and the denying of me and my family our constitutional rights. My wife Barbara and I are tax-paying, American-loving citizens. We believe that people should pay every tax that they legally and lawfully owe. We pay every tax that we know we legally owe. But we decided a long time ago that we wouldn't pay any taxes that we didn't legally owe. Can you imagine having your name on a case like we do, US versus Cromar? It was intimidating. How do you defend yourself and your reputation from the full force and power of an entire US government? But we're tired of living in fear, and we've resolved to fight for what's right. We've been filing pleadings ever since, with great help and thanks to Tom, to defend ourselves in their attempt to steal our modest home, to cover a fabricated tax lien that has ballooned with interest to now over $1 million. Anyone who knows us would be surprised by that amount, as they know us and our home and lifestyle fall well within what would be considered humble means. Judge Shelby entered a judgment against us in his March 20th order of foreclosure and judicial sale and ordered us to leave our home, all without having ever protected, as his job, to our constitutionally guaranteed right to legal due process, wherein we've never been allowed a hearing, as he has not allowed us to know, nor required the government's prosecutors to identify on the action of the court which law exactly we supposedly broke. 16th Amendment, or Article 1, Section 8, Clause 1 and 18. We've not been allowed to have or provide evidence. We've not been allowed a trial by a jury of our peers, and not even been allowed a simple hearing in the court to face our accusers. I don't even know what Judge Shelby looks like. I've never even heard his voice. This is not law and order. This is not justice. Imagine a court attempting to steal your home without you ever having had a hearing. This is illegal, immoral, unacceptable within a nation of law and order. An assault like this against one is an assault against us all, if indeed we actually still enjoy equal and impartial justice for all under the Constitution. We've reached a critical mass in our case. That is on appeal at the 10th Circuit Court of Appeals out of Denver, with our brief complaint due July 22nd. That's over a month away. While having filed a motion of stay of execution a number of days ago, to hold on that order to steal our home, we've not yet received the stay. Our act of appeal didn't stop IRS agent and auctioneer named Gary Chapman, based out of Tacoma, Washington, to show up on our door in Cedar Hills, Utah on May 16th to tell us we had until June 16th, yesterday, Father's Day, to vacate our home. Please, I plead for prayers of anybody who may be seeing this. And because this is not a fight for me, Ken and Barbara, Barbie and Ken, out of Cedar Hills, Utah. This is a fight for we the people. And if we're going to save this nation, we've got to stand up and pray and fight together. My wife Barbara's at home alone with our youngest daughter. Her name's Liberty. And frankly, she's petrified that federal marshals could pound and break down our front door while I'm here in Washington, D.C. speaking to you. She just texted me a moment ago, nothing's happened yet. By the way, it is strange that when you hear people say, hey Ken, you're supposed to pay your taxes, judging and condemning you without knowing any of the details. But when I've challenged them back with, I do pay all my taxes, but before you judge and condemn me, can you put your finger on the law that I've broken, and then can you put your finger on the law that you know that you're obeying when you file your 1040 every April 15th? Suddenly they go very quiet. No answer, no idea, but they obey anyway, right? They're not alone in believing some of the IRS tax myths, as most government officials could not, nor would they ever try to answer the same question that they're trying to convict you of, right? Barbara and I are innocent of the charges and fabrications by the IRS and are happy to announce that we're offering this $12 million or 10% reward of whatever it is that we get to whatever whistleblower or otherwise individuals who provide facts that help us win our $120 million civil complaint against Judge Shelby, Prosecutor Ryan Watson, and various IRS and DOJ officials. And when a jury decides in our favor, they may have the discretion to award more than the $120 million, so that $12 million reward could be much higher. Please take me up on it. I absolutely would take great pleasure in signing a check over to you for $12 million. We know we're right. Of course, there are laws to protect we the people from rogue government officials abusing their powers. We are not so-called tax protesters. I repeat, we are not tax protesters, but rather, we believe in the law of the land. We embrace it. The law is our friend. And we're 100% ready to be judged by a jury of our peers who can determine that we are indeed obeying the law, and that the IRS has been harassing us, lying about us, defaming our character, fabricating evidence, and forging documents against us, and now attempting to steal our home for taxes we don't owe under laws they won't show, and in a district court that refused to even grant us a simple hearing where we can face our pathetic accuser. I hope I still have a home when I fly back tomorrow, and that my sweet wife Barbara and daughter Liberty will not be in harm's way. And most importantly, that God's will be done while we do our part to stand up in behalf of the Constitution, law and order, your rights, and my rights, and all of our rights, in behalf of the good folks that comprise we the people of this great nation. I'm grateful for your time.